Hi guys, so I wanted to make a taming pen that was multiple use, which would mean that for me personally it would make life a lot easier and I don't have to have multiple pens around to do different roles, but also something that would be useful for players first starting the game. You know, when you do first start, it can be a little bit annoying to get yourself load of resources, so I thought I'd do something that you could start at an early point in the game and then build up to something that would allow you to tame anything, say up to Allosauruses, allow you to tame fliers, and also have the functionality of being able to drop smaller creatures in there. So, for example, say you saw a nice raptor, you could drop that nice raptor into here. Say you saw a nice Argy, well, you could still use this to tame that Argy. And then say, for example, you saw a Carno or a Thorizo or something like that. Even if you had a quetzal, you could sort of bring that over, drop it, and then use this as a pen that could tame that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly show you those three functions of this. So the first thing I'm going to do is, seeing as there is a stego over there, let me come out of this mode. I mean, didn't mean to do that. Okay, important point, always look up when you are jumping off when you're on top of it. So there's a stego, it's stuck on a tree, that's cool, let's help it out and then get its attention. Right, okay. Okay, so I've annoyed that stego. You know, this is something that would be quite big. You know, you would probably have real trouble getting this through the gap in the top, and I have had real trouble. But I mean, say for example, you just got this stego, you know, picked it up, you could just drop it, have your quetzal up there, for example, jump off, and then just do what I'm about to do here, which is just lead it in, let it get pissy with you. And then, yeah, close the door. Right, there we go. Trap stego. You could do that with a Carno, a Thorizo, anything big like that. Obviously, an Allosaurus you can't actually pick up, but a Carno and a Thorizo, you could do exactly the same thing. Is pick them up, drop them off, come off the top, and just open the gates and lead them through. Right, let me get my Pteranodon down. Obviously, you could put a ladder up the side if you wanted as well. Didn't have that much forethought. Right, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to go and get an Argy's attention. Now, if you wanted to, you could come in and open the gates when you've got it, but I'm just going to do it beforehand. But as you can see, it's very easy to fly in there and then open the gates, and you'd still be on your flyer. You wouldn't have to worry about being on foot. Let's go find an Argy and annoy it. Right guys, as you can see, I've gone ahead and annoyed an Argy. It's actually really pretty. I hope it's a nice high level. I didn't actually look at it beforehand. And all I'm doing is I'm just leading it towards the cage, letting it get the occasional smack on me. Here we go. Let's get out of this range a little bit. Obviously this is a high level Pteranodon, so it can kind of tank it into there. Right, here we go. Leading it down towards the cage. Just let it get one more smack on me. There we go. Right. And now, here we go. There we go. That's in there. Might bugger that up. I have buggered that up. Right, let's get his attention again. I meant to land in front of it. Right, here we go. So. There we go. Now I run round and close it. There we go. Okay, so why you have to be level 60? You so pretty. Anyway, as you can see, the RG cannot get through those gaps at the top there. One of the reasons I have taken the stone doorways up to level 2 is Carnos can get through that gap though. So that is getting an Argy stuck in there. As you can see, you can get larger creatures stuck in there. Now I'm just going to show you how easy it is to actually drop a smaller creature in there. And just because it's pretty, I'm going to tame that Argy. Right guys, so I'm on one of my other Argies, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this pen to tame a scorpion. Are you a male? You are a male. Perfect, because we need a male for our female that we've got. And of course it starts raining. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight towards this. This is my favourite bit of the functionality, to be honest, because if you aim your RG like directly downwards, like this, you can open it without having the creature fall off, and then you can either drop it in or you can just fly in and do that. There we go. One trapped scorpion. Right, stopped raining finally. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show you the stages of building this, and yeah, hopefully this will be something that'll be useful. So let me go and find somewhere else to do this. Right, so I'm just going to build this out here in front of our base real quickly. So first thing I'll do, I'm going to need 4 foundations. And I'm going to put these out in a square. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now what I'm going to need is 8 fence foundations, and that's really funky colours. These fence foundations need to go on the edge of all of these stone foundations here. That's what we use to position the pillars. Right, next thing is throw the gate and the gateway on there. Okay, so we want to snap this in, just make sure we've got, yep, we're looking from the, so you don't want to be seeing that light green, you want to be seeing the sort of bluey green. There we go, that'll make sure it'll open out the way we want. Throw this dinosaur gate on there. Sweet, okay, that's open the way we want. Right, now you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pillars. And you want to snap those in the middle of all the intersections there. So you want to get them on the corner here. So like that. There we go. Okay, I just used the admin commands to set the time of day back a little bit. Right, okay, so once you've got these pillars up, that's the framework sort of in place there. Now you need a set of doorways. You're going to need 6 of them to go around here. And you want to snap these in, well, kind of want them like that. There we go. You can snap them in any way you want, really. As long as you have got them between the pillars, it's all good. I just like, there we go. I like to have them on the outside edge. Right, there we go. That is the first level done. Now, once you've done this, is you're actually at the point where you can start taming your first creatures. So it's slightly more resources. I mean, if you were just building a basic pen, you might do just 6 doorways, so you wouldn't have the foundations or the pillars. But at this point here, you've got the base of what you need to go and sort of build this up later on. And at this point here, you could tame trikes, you could tame iguanodons. Anything too big might be able to get over the top of these, but you know, any sort of early gathering creature you could probably lure into here, and you'd be safe. Well, I know for a fact this works with trikes and iguanodons, so you'd be able to run in, lure them in, close the door, and you'd be able to shoot them with whatever you can use. Right, okay, so that'd be the first stage. The next stage would be making it so you could tame bigger creatures more safely. So what you're going to need for that is you're going to need to take all of these stone pillars up, and you're going to have to take these doorways up by another 1 level. So here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that I can do this for any size of creature that can fit through those gates. So I've got 15 pillars here, so I'm going to put 1, 2 and 3. That should be at the height of the gateway. Yeah, that looks good. And then I'll do that again. So I'll do this all the way around. Now do be careful on these corner ones, because as you can see I'm messed up there, so I'm going to need another pillar. They do like to snap in a funky way. There we go. Right, that's the pillars in place. As you can see, one of those has not snapped properly, so I'm going to put another one on top of that. Oh no, it has snapped properly. It just looks funky from the inside. Okay, that's cool. Right, okay, so now you need to take all these doorways up by another level. So that's another 6 doorways, and with these ones you can just snap them obviously on top of what you've already laid out. Right, so at that point, you should be safe to tame any sort of larger creature that can get through these doorways. You do want to make, I mean, you could take these doorways up another level if you didn't feel particularly safe with it. But I know that Thorizos, for example, can't get through here. I don't think Carnos would be able to go over the top. I don't really tend to tame Carnos, if I'm honest. But yeah, I don't think they'd be able to get over the top because this is too high here. And if a Thorizo can't get over the top of that, I can't see a Carno doing it. Right, okay, so at this point here, you could just take pretty much any creature that gets through these doorways, same thing, lead it in, run around, close the doorway. We have tamed Allosauruses in a pen like this before. The last point would be putting on the hatch frame at the top. Now, to do that, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to have another 4 doorways. Well, you could do it with just 2 more, but I like it symmetrical, so I'm going to put another 4 on. Now, to make sure this is as easy as possible to use for taming RGs, I'm going to put them right here by the actual gateway itself, because that way, when I'm flying through with a Pteranodon, I'm gonna want to go through these ones here. And now, sorry, sneeze there. And now what I'm gonna have to do is put a hatch frame on the top. Now, to snap this hatchway on, you're probably gonna want to stand on a creature or sit on a creature. I should be able to do it quite nicely on top of this RG, so let's just go and land him in here. There we go. There we go. So you kind of had to aim it from here, but you can't really do it very well from the floor. Well, when you're not on a creature. So you just sit on any creature would do this. Right, and now it's time to put the hatch frame in. Sorry, put the hatch door on. There it is. Oh, look at me right in the face. Right. And now just... Oh, come on. Really? No snap point? You're having a laugh. There we go. Ironically, that was easier from the ground. Right. Right, and that would be your multiple use taming pen all done. As you can see. So, too high on everywhere apart from really only 1 ceiling, but I find 2 ceilings easier. Got your giant hatch frame on top and got your doorway. Should be level 30 is the highest level you need to be to make all of that. So once you're able to make stone, there you go. You would have a functional taming pen like this. And obviously this could be extended out. You could make this bigger. You could just basically have the seat, as long as you've got somewhere to attach the ceilings to and it is all connected to the foundations below, you could make it sort of wider, have a ceiling coming into the hatch frame. You could also build this with a behemoth gate on the front. And then just have a ceiling on top, so you could still drop creatures in. You could still have those doorways down there to tame something that you don't want to be able to get through there. But this is like sort of the smallest functional version of it that I can think of. Right, guys, I hope this was something you might find useful and you end up using and it helps you tame stuff. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you all soon.